Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I almost did not record this recipe because you guys, it is so stinkingly simple, but that's what I get asked all the time. What are some simple, easy keto recipes? Well, this definitely is one, so stay tuned. We're going to start off by taking a pound of ground beef. Now, this is like 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I was also making another dinner for my family, so I was just grounding up all the ground beef at the same time. So for this particular recipe, you're just going to need 1 pound of ground beef. So you want to go ahead and cook that up until it is all brown. And then in the meantime, we are going to take a skillet here. I'm going to add in some olive oil. And then to that skillet, I am going to add in some veggies. So we are adding in some green pepper, some mushrooms, and some onions. Side note, I never used to like mushrooms, only raw. I used to only eat mushrooms raw in salads. But y'all, since I started keto, it's so weird. Some of my tastes have changed, and I've had some of my other friends tell me that too since they've been on keto. But I am actually liking mushrooms. I know, weird, huh? But yeah, so I even had them chunky. Normally, I would make them so super fine and diced up. So that was what I'm going to tell you. If you don't like mushrooms, mushrooms have a lot of health benefits. Just dice them up or mince them up maybe in your food processor. That's what I used to do until they were just tiny little minces, kind of like minced garlic. And then that way you don't really taste it, but you get the benefits of it and it bulks up your food. So I also added in some salt and pepper. So I'm going to go ahead and saute this up until it is nice and softened, especially the green bell pepper. I like to make sure it's nice and soft. And then once that is nice and soft and the ground beef is done cooking, I'm going to go ahead and just add in the cooked ground beef into the skillet with the veggies. Gonna give that a good stir, and then the rest of the ingredients go really quickly. So we have some Dijon mustard. I'm just using the coarse ground Dijon mustard. You use 2 tablespoons. I've made this so many times I kind of know what I like to put in there. And then next up is some Worcestershire sauce. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I never do. Again, 2 tablespoons of that. And then we are going to add in a small can, which I believe is 8 ounces of tomato sauce. And then just give that a stir. Again, maybe taste it and adjust your seasonings. I use the pink salt, so usually that adds enough salt to it. And then after you all stir that up, you want to add in some sweetener. This is definitely optional. The sweetener cuts down on the acidity. I can never say that, but the acidy tomatoes. So I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of my monk fruit sweetener. Again, use whatever you would like for that. So we're just going to stir this around. I let it simmer for about 5 minutes just to get all those flavors together before I put it into a casserole dish, as you see here. I just spray my casserole dish with some cooking spray. And now we're going to add on some cheese. So I'm using Monterey Jack cheese. I just like the taste of Monterey Jack in this type of recipe, but you can use any kind of cheese that you would like. So I just crumbled up 1 cup of Monterey Jack cheese on top, and then this is going to go into a 350-degree oven for 15 minutes. And this is what the beautiful casserole looks like when it comes out. Look at that. Look at that. Now, what do you eat this with, you ask? I had 2 options that I'm showing you in here. You can use a chaffle to eat it, so you can eat it like a sandwich. I personally just have it on the bottom and then just put my casserole on top. So this is an onion garlic chaffle, or you can use keto bread. So I have the Franz keto bread toasted up. You can use that. But I will put a video down below where I show how I make the onion garlic chaffles, which I used for a BLT. So it's my BLT chaffle recipe. So I will have that link down below because those are really super good with this recipe. So you guys, there you go. Simple, easy, keto, sloppy Joe casserole. Let me know if you guys plan on trying this recipe and tag me on social media if you do try it. And I will have the recipe link down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.